Hey guys, welcome to another Miniature Adventures review. So today, we're not looking at aliens, we're not looking at spaceships, we're going straight to fantasy. And one of my favourite fantasy games, as you've probably seen on the channel, is HeroQuest. I absolutely love this game. Played it when I was a kid, never really got any of the expansions, but I at least had the core set. As you know, I have been following the Hasbro Pulse expansions and the remake of it. Now, this is a remake of the original Against the Ogre Horde. We've had a couple made by Avalon Hill. We have the Rise of the Dread Moon and the Jungles of Delthrak. But then we've had some remakes. So we've had the Witch Lord, the Frozen Horror, Keller's Keep, and the Mage of the Mirror. This is another one. Now this one is based before the Jungles of Delthrak. Unfortunately, I had to wait before I could get this one, so that's why we're kind of doing it out of order. But quest wise, this is based before the Jungles of Delthrak. So I just want to kind of take a look so we can see they've definitely gone with the kind of newer sculpts, which I absolutely love. I love the new sculpts. I love the terrain that you get. Now these all ogres here, so this is, to go backtrack a little bit, this is an ogre expansion and it's primarily just about the ogres. We've had undead, we've had evil elves, we've had, you know, frozen wastelands, and then obviously after this we'll get a jungle themed. This is the ogres quest pack. Now something a little different in this, which we will see, it's an arena mode, whereby basically you'll get to pit your heroes against these ogres. So that is something that's new. But on the whole, the quests themselves are basically the original. So let's take a look. This one is probably one of the ones I'm most excited about, next to the Frozen Horror. So download the companion app. If you have the HeroQuest game, I really would suggest downloading this. One, it helps save everything in between quests, and two, if you want to play it solo, then you know it's perfect. Like myself, I play it solo. So here we have some of the newer tiles. I can't honestly remember all of the tiles we got before. I do remember this one, but that's about it. So here we've got some more secret passageways. I love the detail on this, the flail and the sword. I love the mosaics on this. I'm assuming these are pits and then blockages. And then obviously everything is double-sided, so we have a couple more kind of arena-y tiles, a bridge, some timers, I'm assuming like stun markers, and then an equipment. Again, I'm not sure on that. I do know one of the parts you actually start outside. So here's one of the outside tiles, and then wow, that is vibrant. Got some dead people here. I wonder if these actually come alive. And then we have some, obviously some more secret passages. And then we have the actual arena board. So this is a new board. Oh, it's double-sided, so we can choose. And I wonder, yeah, again, more skeletons. So this is the arena board you're going to fight in. I am honestly unsure about this. This is all part of the new mechanic. And this is something new. Usually they don't do this. Usually, I believe maybe for Jungles of Delthrak and the other one you had like a thin piece, almost like this for the quest book. But I like this. This is good. It protects the boards from the minis. And then we have the minis. Look at these, absolutely fantastic, and the size of them, like that is my hand and I've not got a small hand. The level of detail in that is absolutely beautiful. Wow. I'm assuming that's the Ogre Chieftain. We'll take a look in a minute and we'll be able to find out. I don't think we ever had anything this big in the original HeroQuest. They had some kind of like dorky looking ogres, which I actually really like and would use, but it looks like they really are upping the ante with the size of the models. We've obviously got the giant spider and something else for Jungle Delthrak. Oh, the gorilla. And then we have the Frozen Horror. And if you got the mythic tier, obviously you got the dragon. So that's really kind of cool. Wow. the size of those beasts. And then here we have another one. It looks like he's kind of blindfolded maybe. And then just... So I wonder if he's like a champion or something. And then we have Against the Ogre Horde quest book. Now I won't spoil anything. Or I'll try not to. But let's just take a quick look. So there's the World's End tournament. Then cardboard tiles. We're going to get some doors and a throne. I like that. So here we're going to go into the stone doorways, pits of darkness, swinging blade traps. Interesting. Ah, okay. And then multi-phase enemies. I'm trying to be really careful. I don't want to spoil anything. So we can get some animal allies in this. Some new dread sorcerer spells. Mind lock, mind burst. Interesting. Let me just check. No. And here's the rules for the World's End tournament. So if a hero dies in the tournament, they're out of the game for the remainder of the quest. Items in their position prior to death remain on the square where they died. They can be picked up. Interesting. So, and then we've got some traps and stuff. Any tournament combat who is the sole member of their respective team is emboldened by the cheers of the... Okay, and then playing the tournament outside of quests, which you can do. Now I'm just going to gently lift. Okay, perfect. So yeah, absolutely, this is all to do with the World's End tournament. Optional player rules. Interesting. Okay, so we can actually do a team roster. Now, I'm just going to move it to the side just to make sure we're not going to open up the next quest. And yes, and the next one is the quest, and then we obviously have... So we have the Ogre Lord, which is this guy. We have the Ogre Champion, and then an Ogre Commander. So that's really interesting. Then obviously the character cards and everything. I really do like the fact that they give us... I'm just going to rip that. They give us cards for everyone. Now, so this one comes with the Druid. I guess I didn't realise that. So I have the Druid from the Mythic, but they're different sculpts from what I understand. So that's really kind of cool. And obviously, as we've come to expect, we've got male and female versions of the Druid. 1 attack, 2 defense, 6 body, 4 mind. Interesting. Pretty hardcore. Then we have a wolf, which I guess is a... Okay, faithful ally. I like that. Ogre mercenaries, the Ogre warriors, Ogre commander, Ogre champion, Ogre lord, Orc archers. So this is something I think is new. I don't think is in. So now you can get archers for the orcs, the goblins, and the skeletons. Oh, that's going to be pretty nasty. Then we have 3 cards for the druid: shapeshift, pixie, and life force. I won't read through all those. We don't need to. And then here are the dread spells. So we have mind lock, mind burst, and dominate. And then basically each of those. But we don't care about those right now. So let's take a look at the orc miniatures. That is pretty epic. I don't need to look at all the same, but then we've got goblin with a bomb, goblin with a deadly boomerang, and then we pretty much got the same there. Now these are the kind of ogres that we got in the I believe it's Rise of the Dread Moon we got, so that's pretty cool. I like those. And same there, different skulls but same kind of style. Now you'll notice though they really are different, so I'm thinking, you know, lower caste, and these are, you know, the big baddies. And then we've got duplicates, it looks like, of each, so that's good. And then we have the druids. Oh, I love, this is pretty... Oh! Yeah, maybe the female... No, the druid skulls are definitely different. Absolutely. And then we have the wolf. That's pretty cool. Paint that up as a dire wolf. And then we have the skeleton archers. That is a really nice mechanic. The fact that we now have... The enemy has archers, so they could kind of snipe you from far away. That is really kind of cool. And I'm assuming... Yep. Yeah, oh, door. Oh, okay. So it actually opens. And we get 2 of these. 2 distinct styles. With... flames on one. Oh no, they both have flames, they just were swapped around. And the doors actually open. Interesting mechanic. Okay, and then we have just some normal dungeon doors, which are different. These kind of like have runes on them with a face. So, you know, the ogres have their own set of runes. Sorry, their own set of doors. I like that. That's a good, neat. And you can always do with different doors. I mean, it gets boring when you have the same doors. Yeah. Okay. Again, more. And then look at this giant throne. Now that is massive. Now, my only complaint about this is it would have been cool. I know Games Workshop did it for the Goblin King. Is if you they could have done it so that the yeah, he kind of could have fitted on the throne. That would have been cool, but I mean, that's just, you know, there. So yeah, that is everything you get in Against the Ogre Horde. I've been looking forward to this one for forever. It's now in the app. I know that it took a while for them to get the app. I feel like they really are. They're definitely not, what would be the phrase, scraping the barrel. I don't think they're direct reprints, and I feel like even if you have the original reprints, it's definitely worth getting these. I think they're definitely doing justice to the game, and you can tell that they really love the game and they're not just milking it. And the 2 expansions that they released that are purely their own imagination, like I say, the Jungles of Delthrak and the Rises of Dreadmoon, just enhance the game. And, you know, the artwork is absolutely fantastic. I mean, just look at that. And they really have shown us that, you know, this is a game that is, you know, could go on. Now, I think we've got Wizards of Morcar, and there may be another one of the official quest lines. But after that, they're pretty much going to be on their own. I personally hope they just continue making more stuff. I wonder if they're going to do Advanced HeroQuest, but I think the license to that is actually directly with Games Workshop, so they may not be able to. But yeah, guys, so that is HeroQuest 2020 2022, I think 2023, Avalon Hill's Against the Ogre Horde. Please put it in the comments what you think of these expansions, what you think of the HeroQuest itself. Do you feel that they're doing it justice? Do you think they're just ripping it straight off? I really would like to hear your opinions. If you haven't already, please subscribe and like this video. It really helps with the algorithm, and we will see you soon on the next video.